How you doing, BIM Dublin? 2019 to 2020 year group. I hope you're all keeping very well and staying safe as usual. Again, thank you for showing up to the classes online this week. And again, only online due to the restrictions. Especially now that I hear that it was 1 year ago today when this whole COVID-19 pandemic began. Like, as in, it was the first, like, it's the 1 year anniversary of the first death of COVID-19. And it was also the 1 year anniversary of our final date being on campus of first year. We would never see each other again throughout the rest of 2019 to 2020. And now, at this point in our life, it's very difficult that we all don't get to see each other face to face. But there is hope that hopefully by September we're all back on campus full time, stronger than ever. I hope. Well, I think it will most likely be the case. So, what I thought I'd do now is give you the next Masterclass episode on my songs. And this one is for Facts and Lies. So as always, I'll talk to you about how I got the title, then give you some of the lyrics, play a bit on the guitar, and then play it again on the keyboard with the drum machine. So, the title, Facts and Lies. Now some of you might be thinking, is this based on COVID-19? Hell no. It's more about, this is kind of like the icebreaker in a way, in the sense that I had a line where I talk about telling us our facts and lies, and then after, about the two truths and one lie about yourself, like when it was at the start of first year, which was a year we all took for granted, by only having all of term one completed until Christmas, and then the 6 weeks until the midterm break, and then the first 3 weeks after the midterm break, and then obviously having to do the rest of the academic year at home. So that's why I stated it as a year that we all took for granted. So the title Facts and Lies was also inspired by a line in Leonard Cohen's track Nevermind from 2014's Popular Problems, with a line that goes, "The story's told with facts and lies. I had a name, but never mind." And because Nevermind is an album title by Nirvana, celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, so I'll just get the record for you. There you go. Okay, so I felt, after noticing that Nevermind was the last word in a line, looking at Facts and Lies then in that same rhyming couplet, I said to myself, okay, there's my song. So Facts and Lies came to my mind for that one. So that's how I got the title. Right, now for the lyrics. The opening line goes, "We've all seen a program on TV called Would I Lie to You? We've all seen a program on TV called Would I Lie to You? To try and guess what the lie is, you will get a clue." So obviously that means we've all seen the TV program Would I Lie to You, in which you talk about if something is if it's true or if it's a lie. So that's why with the line, to try and guess what the lie is, you would get a clue. So it's kind of like in a quiz kind of program where you're asked, but when someone says to you, "I give you a clue." So that's how those words came to my mind. The next line goes, so that's the first one. By the way, this is more a bluesy kind of song. And a quick note on the Nevermind, the riff was more like, the Leonard Cohen riff was more, so it goes. That's how the riff came for that one, but my riff is very different when I get to the music. So anyway, back to the lyrics. The next verse goes, "People would often tell you what your facts are first." So sometimes, whenever I'm playing those kind of games, I often would say what my facts are first. But some people would do like a fact, then a lie, and then maybe a fact to try and see if it's right or not. And on that subject, I initially was going to call this track The Obvious Lie. But then after thinking about it, I said, no, I think Facts and Lies is better. Because I don't want to make it sound too obvious like Paul Simon's The Obvious Child from the Rhythm of the Saints album. So what I decided to do for this one was just call it Facts and Lies. So the next verse in the song goes, "My obvious lie was that I stole bread from a shop." Because I'm referring to, I was inspired by a scene from a movie where a homeless person stole a loaf of bread from the market without even paying for it, and then he ended up going into the dungeons. So I was very inspired by that. And then the guys came after me and they shouted, "Stop." So they were saying like, "Stop, you're under arrest." Like, that would be an obvious lie for me. That's why I mentioned I was initially going to call it The Obvious Lie, but then I felt, as I said, Facts and Lies is better. Okay, and then the next line goes, and also on that subject, the next verse goes, what was it? Let me think for a second. Oh yeah, it's it took me so long to figure out what my lie was. So sometimes when I do a lie, like often when I'm mentioning what my facts and lies are, sometimes when I talk about the lie, it sometimes can be funny. Like I remember one time, one of my obvious lies was that I was locked up with Hillary Clinton and also had a tea party with Donald Trump. That they were obvious lies for me. So that's that. That's all I really have to say about for the lyrics. Now what I'll do is play a bit of the music. So I already played you that riff from Leonard Cohen's Nevermind. I'll just play it for you one more time. So it's more. Sorry, it goes. I really like that riff. It's a good bluesy kind of riff. And on that subject, this is more a blues kind of song. You know, where it repeats the, like when I said, we've all seen the program on TV called What I Lie to You. I repeat that and then think of a word that rhymes with you. So what I'm going to do now is play the music. So it's based on You Can't Sit Down by Booker T and the MGs from the Green Onions album. And that title, You Can't Sit Down, was really inspiring for Facts and Lies because it's like saying, you can't tell lies. So I kind of felt, okay, I'm going to base it on that. So the MGs version is more. That's pretty good. Whereas I sound like this. Let's see. So I had the intro like that, and then for my and then for the lyrics, it's more like I'll sing it lower so I don't distract the neighbours, and then I'll leave a link for the song so you can hear what the song sounds like. So it's more. We've all seen a program on TV called But I Lie to You. We've all seen a program on TV called What I Lie to You. To try and guess what the lie is, you would get a clue. Pretty good. For some reason, the music kind of gives me the vibe to Bob Seger's Making Thunderbirds, which is from the Distance album. A really good Bob Seger album. Right, so what I'm going to do now is get you the keyboard and then play it on the drum machine. So, put that down there. One second, let me just push this to the side. And, okay. So what I need to do now is unplug this and then flip this one in. Right, so I think it was. Turn the volume down. So the tempo I think was 160 BPM, because it's usually in that those kind of fast songs are kind of like that. I think one of the songs that will be on set number 3 is going to have a beat like that. So I'm just going to give it a blast before I make a decision. That sounds good. So what I'll do, actually wait, let me just try it in the rock version and see what it's like. Right, let's give it a go. Perfect. So again, same question as always. Are we bored? Yeah, I mean, I like to be doing more what I'm doing, but then again, it's nice to be able to spend some time with you all. And especially because it's the 1 year anniversary of this whole pandemic, and I'm pretty sure at this point in your life, as I said before earlier, it must be very difficult for all of us to be together and be up because all of us in BIM 2019 to 2020 year group are all friends with one another. And I bet you for you guys, it must be exhausting to not see each other face to face. But hopefully come the summer or even at the start of the new academic year, we'll all be back together. Let's just hope. So what I'm going to do now is play the music for you. So, and then, as always, I will put the lyrics into the chat so you can sing along with the music. It'll just be the lyrics to verse 1 because it's basically the same the whole way through. Well, as in, the same structure for each song. I mean for each verse. Right, so I'll play the thing first. Okay, here we go. Here's Facts and Lies with the drum beat. I think it works very well. I know it's very short because of the fact that it's just the first line being repeated and then a word that rhymes with it. So what I could do is then I think what I should have done was I should have stopped the drum beat for the. I think it would be a perfect ending to end like that. Let's see what happens when I do it on my second studio album. So there you go. That's the Masterclass episode for Facts and Lies. Hope you all enjoyed it. And I'm just extending my good wishes to all of you out there and saying that I cannot believe for all of you and even for myself and you guys, it's been a year now since we've been with this. Since we've all been stuck at home and all been isolated, it really doesn't feel like a year at all. Time really flew by, but again, I'm going to keep saying this. There is hope for the future and maybe for the rest of 2021 that we'll all be able to be back in college again and all being able to see our friends. So, thank you very much, guys. Look out for one another and stay safe.